Hello! Something I forgot to mention when I was creating the guns and melee weapons tutorial was how to add a graphic for the item in the inventory at the bottom of the screen, and also how to change the name of that item. So at the moment you can see I've got this axe, and it literally says axe in the inventory at the bottom of the screen. If I just highlight that with my mouse cursor, just here it says axe. Now that's okay because it is an axe, but something we need to be a bit careful of is what happens if there's lots of different types of axe, or worse, different types of guns. So picking up these guns, you can see they're both called gun, and I have no idea which is which. If I had 8 items in my inventory and they were all guns, how would I know which one's which? Well, the answer to that is you need to add a graphical representation of this, so an icon of some kind, and also to change these names. So let's do that. I'm going to go back into the game creator, and I'm going to open the template of each of those things. So I'll start with the axe. I click on the axe template, and I just scroll down in here until I see the inventory item spec script. And what this does is this manages the appearance of this item in the inventory. Just gonna type in the friendly name. It's quite an old axe, so I'm just gonna call it old axe. And then the cool thing is you can add this icon asset, but it looks a bit weird because it's grayed out, and that is because it only takes a reference to a mesh. So over here you can see I've got my meshes section of my library open. I'm just going to type in axe and the type of axe it is, which is this one, and then I'm literally clicking and dragging and holding and dragging it onto the icon asset. And then if I let go there, then I've placed that axe magic castle into the icon asset, which means it will use this exact same icon from the meshes section of the library in the inventory at the bottom of the screen. If I decide against it and I want to remove that, I can right click that and click revert property, and it will delete it. But I'm just going to make these, make the axe have that, and I'm going to use in the gun, it's got exactly the same thing. I'm going to change this to assault rifle, and I'm going to add the graphic. And again for the shotgun, now, this is a really good, these names are a really good opportunity to add a little bit of theming and a little bit of style to your game. And you can do lots of, you can have lots of different graphics. It doesn't necessarily have to be the mesh that you've selected, but it probably is easiest. It's worth bearing in mind that this is also a really good opportunity to improve the accessibility of your game, because it means that if you're, let's say English isn't your first language, you can also check at the bottom and see the different types of weapon in their icon, which is much, much easier and universally understandable rather than the actual words themselves. So there you go. I've got old axe, shotgun, and assault rifle. And hopefully that addition is a little bit helpful. And I look forward to seeing what you make with guns and old axes.